Right, everyone, I'm going to be talking about the Nintendo Switch 2 today. And we're going to start off with the good. We're going to start off with the good. Because it is good. The reveal. We're not going to steamroll through this. We're not going to be talking about pleasantries and introducing myself. We're just going to get through what the blig and how that direct was. And it was good. So, we're going to start with the beginning of the direct for the Switch 2. It opened with Mario Kart 8. Fantastic. The best selling game for Nintendo ever, if I'm not correct. And what an absolute groundbreaking game. Lovely open world with awesome mechanics and a decent online structure that they've implemented so we can all play together. Everything was running great. Everything looked smooth. So crisp. I thought it looked the same as the Switch game that we've been playing for the last, 11 years. But I've actually went back and played Mario Kart 8. I've been going back and playing some old games, and I've been seeing that the Switch 2 is an actual improvement. I've been actually warming up to the Switch 2 over time with the idea. At first I didn't like it, and now, after that, we go along and we see all the third-party developers that were. I was sitting there and I was liking it. I was like, oh great, amazing, fantastic. And then they hit us with it Dusk Bloods, which looks fantastic. It looks like another FromSoft game, really well made with a more heavy emphasis on PvP, I heard. And it looks like the state of London anyway today, so I feel really at home with it. And then three, we get a bligging final showing of an amazing Donkey Kong game. Just fantastic. You really didn't think you were going to get that. So that really gave me a good feeling for Nintendo going into this generation where they're going to put more effort into their absolute legends that have stepped into the shadows for too long. So, now we get to the dirty bit. Everyone's hyped, everyone's happy. No price. We're all looking around like, oh god, okay. Maybe they'll reveal it in the next coming days for when they do the pre-order launch. And then quickly enough, everyone runs with it. And the price, guys, I'm not going to lie to you, the price, this is why the thumbnail of the video is what it is, because that is what everyone, after all that greatness, everyone's thoughts are on the price, okay, and that's what stickens in everyone's mind, okay, we can't get away from it, it's just, it is what it is, but it shouldn't be, and I just want to talk about that quickly, because I see there's a lot of discussion, and it seems like it's quite, not near 50-50, I'd say it's a little bit more in the other camp where most people are not happy, and the streams are getting bombarded with Treehouse. This is not a good look for Nintendo, and at the end of the day, everyone's going to suffer. Everyone. Nintendo, we as gamers, and just everyone. The gaming industry, this is not going to be good. They're not going to go bankrupt or anything like that. They survived the bligging Wii U, okay? So for whoever was there for the Wii U get absolute drought. There you go. There's a little R-wing from that Ubisoft game that I cannot even remember, but I was there. I played through all that. So Nintendo's going to be around forever, man. Don't worry about that. But I just wanted to bring up that people say, oh, the console prices are alright and the game prices are okay. We've been playing, the main thing that I've been seeing people say is that in the 90s, games were like 70, 80, 90 USD, like Great British pounds. And it's like, you're forgetting, guys, that back then, this is personally, I'm talking about UK here now. I can't talk about everywhere else in the world. But the cost of living and the choices and the sacrifices you have to make as a working class person is not what it was like in the early 2000s and late 90s. It's not the same, okay? The wage you bring home as a working class person does not stretch as far as it did back in the 90s, okay? Our lives have become more pulled apart. Things are costly in every other aspect of our daily lives, where things like this are not such an easy drop of cash to drop on, And you are right about things saying the games are cheaper than they ever been. You are right. You're right slightly about the aspect of consoles being the same price as they were back then. You're right. but you're not thinking of the whole picture. And I don't want to belittle you, but you either have done very well for yourself and well done, or number two, you live in a very imaginary lifestyle and bubble, and you got a great safety net, and you don't really know the issues of your working man. So, but who's going to suffer from this? Us. Take me for example, and many others. I want to buy the Switch 2. I want to play Donkey Kong Bonanza, which looks absolutely freaking cool, man. So cool. And you know, many other people like us are going to suffer. Who else? Nintendo and these games. I'm really worried for Metroid as a franchise and Donkey Kong when if they come out and the Switch 2 doesn't do very well and the games don't sell because they're priced higher than ever before and they don't sell well, they're going to be like, Nintendo might look at that and be like, we tried with Metroid, we tried with Donkey Kong, this is why you wait 20 years to get a bligging game. Okay? So that is one of the things I'm worried about as well, that it's going to have an impact on them. It's going to impact on their games, and some franchises might not get greenlit and they'll push back all development. Not only from my side, of course, I've got my biases. I'm greedy and I want to save money. Of course I do. If things were like cheap, amazing. But I understand from Nintendo side, because I know they got risen costs and the absolute climate that companies are dealing with, and like cartridges costs, and like talking about, you know, a decent wage. They need to pay their staff right. I'm not e-commerce like a finance broker or anything like that, but I do have like empathy, and I can like relate and understand with other climates and just working in other jobs and stuff, that things have to come from somewhere. But I just wanted to get that out, and at the end of the day, it is great, and I am very sad that this you know, from something that was going to be a great new step into a new gaming generation with loads of epic memories that were going to be created, like the Switch, for the last 8 years, and I thought it might be a new breath of fresh air in the sails for gaming, because it has been quite freaking stagnant for the last couple of years, I find, for myself. So I was really looking forward to it, but now I'm not too sure, and who knows what everyone else is going to get to. But apart from that, yeah, if you like what I'm talking about here, dislike it, comment, because yeah, interaction's all good and I'm fine with that, discourse. Otherwise, find me on my little streams in there where I'm just playing Nintendo games and enjoying what I'm doing. So all the best to you lot. Ciao for now.